Welcome to this video. In this video, I am going to answer to the node.js interview questions. My first question is, what is node.js and how does it differ from other server-side technologies like Apache and PHP? Node.js is an open-source server-side JavaScript runtime environment. It allows developer to run JavaScript code on the server rather than it just in web browsers. Node.js differ from other server-side technologies like Apache or PHP in a few key ways. Those key ways are single-threaded and JavaScript everywhere and non-blocking and asynchronous. Node.js uses an event-driven non-blocking input model. This means it can handle a large number of simultaneous connections efficiently without blocking the execution of code. In contrast, technologies like Apache often use multiple threading or multiple process model, which can less efficient for handling a large number of connections. Node.js runs JavaScript in a single thread, but it can still handle concurrency through event loops and callbacks. With Node.js, we can use JavaScript on both the client and server side of our applications. It leads code reusability and easier maintenance. And my second question, what is callback function in Node.js and why are they commonly used in asynchronous programs? A callback function in Node.js is a function that is passes as an argument to another function and is executed after the completion of function. Callbacks are commonly used in asynchronous programming to ensure the certain code only runs once a specific task has finished. In Node.js, many input operations are non-blocking, so we provide a callback function to execute when the operation is complete. And the third question is, what is the purpose of package.json file in a Node.js project? Can you explain the key properties found in the file? Yes, the package.json file in a Node.js file project serves several purposes like dependency management, scripts, metadata, and the key properties of package.json is name, it contains version, description, dependencies, development scripts, and it lists the project dependencies including their versions. Developers can use file to install the required dependencies. It defines custom scripts that can be executed using npm run command. It contains metadata about the project, includes the name, version, others. And the fourth question is, explain the difference between require and import statements in node.js. When and why would you use one over the other? Require and import are used to include external module in node.js, but they have different use cases. Require require means common JS module system. It used for importing modules in node.js. Import means ES module system. It means called as ESM also. It is used for importing modules in modern JavaScript, but its use in Node.js requires using the .mjs file extension or enabling ESM in Node.js with the help of experiment modules flag. We would use require when working with Node.js module that follows the common JS format. If you use with the ES module in a Node.js project or using newer JavaScript features, you can use import. And my fifth question is, what is middleware in the context of express.js? Can you give an example of how would you middleware in a express application? Middleware is the context of express.js are the functions that can be used to process and modify incoming HTTP requests or outgoing response before they reach their modification's final destination. Middleware functions are commonly used for tasks like authentication and logging in and request parsing and error handling. Middleware will handle the errors comes in middle of the execution, and for example you can use the body phaser middleware to trace the incoming JSON data as we used in my project body phaser. And my sixth question is, what is RESTful API and how can you create a node.js and express.js, and explain the HTTP methods used in RESTful API. RESTful API, it means representational state transfer, is an architectural style for designing networked applications. In Node.js and Express.js, you can create a RESTful API by defining routes that corresponding to different resources. Using HTTP methods to perform CRUD, create, read, update, delete. CRUD means options on those resources. The main HTTP used in RESTful APIs are GET, use it to retrieve data from the server; POST, use it to create new data on the server; PUT, use it to update existing data on the server; DELETE, use it to remove data from the server. And my seventh question is, what is the purpose of Node Package Manager, means NPM, and how do you use it and manage dependencies in Node.js project? Node Package Manager (NPM) is a package manager for JavaScript that is commonly used in the Node.js. It allows us to manage project dependencies, install packages, and execute scripts to manage dependencies in the Node.js project. Using NPM, you typically define your project, indicates npm package.json files, and it installs npm package.json files by typing npm install command and installing them. And my eighth question is, why it is important to hash password in a web application. Hashing password in a web application is important for security. When you hash password, you convert them into fixed length string of characters that cannot be easily reversed to obtain the original password. This helps protect user data in case of security breach. Hashing also adds an extra layer of security when combined with techniques like salting to defend against common attacks like rainbow table attack or brute force attack. Storing plain text is a major security risk, and hashing is the best practice for securing our authentication in web application. Hence, my 8 in Node.js interview questions are completed. Thank you for watching.